Ladies and gentlemen, dear Ayumi Moore, bonsoir, good evening, boa tarde, miredita to all of you. As we near the end of this remarkable Women in Tech Global Summit, I stand here in awe of the incredible talent, resilience, and determination that we have witnessed over the past 2 days. We have come together from different corners of the world, united by a shared vision of creating a more inclusive, sustainable, and innovative STEM ecosystem. I've been told that 50 countries are represented in this amazing event, amongst which dozens and dozens of talented, bold, and ambitious women coming from South Africa, Switzerland, Cabo Verde, Kosovo, and many, many other places in the planet to contribute actively to the transformation of the world. Ladies, I want to congratulate each and every one of you, wherever you come from, for refusing the status quo, bias, and stereotypes, excluding women from the tech world. You are true role models for our daughters and sisters, and I want to praise you for that, and I want you to applaud yourself. Technology is changing our planet. It is changing humankind. It is changing the way we live, the way we communicate, study, and work. We are 51% of the human community, and there is no way we are not part of this change. It is a question of necessary balance, harmony, and peace. Technology is a tool made by human for the use of a human. And we should understand the importance to implement it for the benefit of all kind of human. Excluding 51% of humanity from its creation is a pure nonsense. Every day, we are seeing the consequences of women exclusion in every field of our modern society. It is time to stop this aberration. Today, as we conclude this event, let us reflect on our collective achievements and embrace the power we hold to shape her story. Throughout this summit, we have celebrated the women who are the shakers, makers, and innovators of our new society and economy. We have heard stories of trailblazers who have overcome obstacles, shattered glass ceilings, and carved out their place in the tech industry. These stories have reminded us that greatness knows no gender. It is our skill, our passion, and our perseverance that define us, not the limitation that society may try to impose. As we celebrate our victories, we must not forget the challenges that persist. Gender disparities, unconscious biases, and the lack of representation continue to hinder progress in the tech industry. Diversity in tech is no longer a nice thing to have. In these times of economic, political, social, and environmental crisis, it has become a must-have. Let's not neglect the fact, according to the United Nations Observatory, that 75% of jobs created by 2050 will be linked to scientific and technological fields. If we do not make this industry more inclusive, gender inequalities will explode, and we simply can't afford depriving ourselves of a huge pool of talents to address the ecological, energetic, and digital transformations. The lack of women in tech is impacting our research and development capabilities and reducing our innovation power that is more than ever needed to fix the problems the world is facing. Indeed, I hate considering diversity and inclusion as a tool for performance and economic resilience only, because it's much more than that. It's a question of human dignity and respect. Not giving the chance to a person to express his or her talent, passion, and capabilities because of who she or he is a terrible thing to live. 10 years ago, the UN Secretary General said that women and girls' energy, talent, and strength represent humankind's most valuable untapped resource in the world. And the Nobel Prize Desmond Tutu added, if we are going to see real development in the world, then our best investment is women. Who in this room and beyond can honestly and reasonably disagree with this thought? I have not met a single politician or business leader who does not recognize this fact, simply because plethora of undisputed facts have proven it. But then why? Why do we still have only 30% of women in tech? Because I think that good intentions are not sufficient to make things happen. And considering the important challenges we still have ahead, we absolutely need government's commitment, companies like AXA, Siemens, or La Tribune, and all the ones that have supported this event. We need international organizations like UN Women and NGOs to combine their strengths, collective intelligence, and finance to make this needed transformation happen. I have spent 30 years of my life leading businesses, and I can tell you something. When you find something important, you find money for it. When you think that it's just nice and beautiful, you forget the money. Until we women find a way to take our money, the money we deserve and we work for, to change this world, nothing will happen. And let us remember that challenges are not roadblocks. They are opportunities for change. Each one of us has the power to make a difference, to challenge the status quo, and to pave the way for a more inclusive future. The nations represented today, and I'm so pleased to see so many countries coming from Africa. Oh, Cabo Verde, Nyakretcheo. The nations represented today, from the smallest to the largest, are showing the way, and I praise them for that because it's a real investment in the future. And I'm looking forward to seeing how these women will contribute to the change in their respective countries. Ladies, do not wait these gentlemen to give you your space. Power is not something that is given. It's something that is taken. Together, we have explored strategies to create a more supportive ecosystem for women in tech. We have emphasized the importance of mentorship, of uplifting, and empowering one another. We have discussed the role of education in nurturing the next generation of female leaders. And we have recognized the significance of collaboration and the strength that lies in our diverse voice coming together. Now, as we have to move forward from this summit, we must carry the torch of change. We must take the lessons we have learned, the inspirations we have gained, and turn them into action. Let us be the catalysts for transformation in our workplaces, in our communities, and in our own lives. Let us champion diversity and inclusion, not just in words, but through our deeds and our everyday actions. Let's make tech for good a reality for everyone. To the aspiring young women in the audience, I want you to know that the world is ready for your brilliance. Embrace your passion, believe in your abilities, and defy any limitations placed upon you. Surround yourself with mentors and allies who will uplift and support you on your journey. And remember that you are not alone. You are part of a vibrant global community of women who are breaking barriers and redefining what it means to be a leader in the tech industry. To the leaders and decision makers in the room, I really urge you to take an active and genuine role in fostering an inclusive and sustainable tech ecosystem. Challenge your biases, examine your hiring practices, and create opportunities for women to excel and lead. Not because you want to be kind to them, just because they deserve it. Understand that diversity is not just a buzzword. It is the key to innovation, creativity, and lasting success. Toni Morrison, who is one of my favorite writers, said, "If you want to read a book that has not been written yet, you have to write it." And all the testimonies we have heard during these 2 days are clearly showing that women are ready to write their own stories. In conclusion, this Women in Tech Global Summit 2023 has been again a testament to the power of women when we come together, when we support one another, and when we refuse to be confined by societal norms. Let us leave this event with renewed determination, armed with new ideas and connections, ready to make her story in the tech industry and beyond. I had never realized that history starts with his. Maybe that's the reason why we have forgotten so many amazing women in the his story. I'm sure you've met with great people during these 2 days. You have probably made some future good friends, and you have certainly learned a lot. The power of all these experiences resides in your ability to transform what you have learned into action, because nobody, absolutely nobody, will do it for you. Do not miss this opportunity to contribute to the transformation of this world, because it desperately needs you. Let's make the most of Ada Lovelace, Katherine Johnson, Mary Keller, Valérie Thomas, Heidi Lamar, Alice Recoq, and many other trailblazers women in tech legacy. Thank you so much to the organizers, to the speakers, and each and every one of you who has contributed to the success of this summit. May we continue to forge ahead, empowering women and creating a world where every voice is heard and every opportunity is within the reach for everyone, independently of your gender, your social or cultural origins, your handicap, sexual orientation, or your age. Let us go forth and shape a future that is more inclusive, sustainable, desirable, and truly, truly extraordinary. And now, to finish, I would like to call on stage Madame Ayumi Moore and all the fantastic members of this beautiful Women in Tech Global Summit team.